we are live for the Season 1 Madden 20 MHU Draft. Ball's here tonight with you, and alongside me, as always, is Mr. Denham. How you doing tonight, Denham?
What's going on, guys? Let's get this draft shit started.
We've already had a ton of trades.
Shit ton of trades.
Yeah, so it's going to be a crazy draft. Beeman, he's went from third to first, and you got to think he's going quarterback there. What's your thoughts? We'll start with Beeman and the Patriots.
Oh, fucking 100%. They're fighting over that pick, and he won the battle. So, shout out to Beeman for doing his thing. He did what he had to do. He moved up to third, and then he saw that quarterback was so good, he knew the only way he was going to get him was going after the Bengals pick, because third wasn't going to be. I mean, that wasn't going to cut it. So he did what he had to do, and props to him, man.
Who do you think he's going to go with on the quarterback?
I mean, the main man, the guy himself, the smart man from Stanford.
Yeah. He looks like a white Russell Wilson.
I mean, yeah, but he might be black from what the conversation was. They may be changing him to black. I hope he's a lefty.
If they
Does it say if he's lefty or righty?
No, they don't, because I never would have drafted Holly last cycle.
Exactly. So I hope he's a lefty and white. Fuck you, Beeman.
Yeah.
I hope you get stuck with a white lefty fast quarterback like a nasty, ugly old man Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, if I couldn't change my quarterback last cycle.
Oh no, he's keeping him white.
Yeah.
I'll fight that with you. He'll stay white. We ain't changing the man's DNA. That's just what you stuck with. He may not be the face of your franchise because he's ugly as shit, but he's going to be a talent. He ain't going to need good looks.
He's going to be.
I mean, his stats.
Solid.
I mean, that's just a ridiculous combine.
Yeah, but the only thing you have to wonder is if he's going to be superstar or X Factor, because you're going to be one of the two. I would imagine.
That's what I'm most excited to see is if you get any X Factors. I've done a couple of the offlines. Like a top pick. It was always like mid-level or anything, so I didn't draft any X Factors. But I don't remember if I went back and checked the top picks to see if there were any X Factors.
Gotcha.
So I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, I'm ready to get the show on the road. We had some big free agency moves today and yesterday, so we'll discuss some of those while we wait. Probably the leader in the clubhouse for the Beasley Award so far would be Jimbo and his move today. Signed Tyree Jackson, 68 overall. He almost signed him $1 million per overall point. He signed him for $60.7 million. What's your thoughts on Jimbo going with the? I mean, Tyree's got some upside to him, but is the upside worth the $60 million contract he got?
What's his upside? That he's 6'7" and fast.
He's 6'7", 88 speed, and 95 throw power. I mean, there's some upside.
But he's normal development, and he has like 70 accuracy. It's going to take you 5 seasons to even get that man in mid-level accuracy.
Right.
I mean, by the end of the cycle, if you put everything you have into him, which you signed him for ridiculous, you have a choice. But, I mean, I don't know. I just think it was a stupid-ass move. I mean, he needed a quarterback, and I guess it led him that were to come. I mean, he did make some trades. He just totally redone his linebacker core. So I'm not quite sure that he's Beasley Award level yet, just based off the one signing, because the trades that he made, except for I really think he could have got more for the first-round pick that he – I mean, he only moved him back 2 spots, but he just got a mid-grade linebacker. He didn't get some outstanding linebacker. Now, I understand there's a big drop or a big difference in going up 10 spots or 8 spots to only going, up 2. But still, I really think he could have got more for that pick. Hell, I know he could have. I know my offer was better than what he was actually accepted. So, but it is what it is. We'll see what he does with his draft pick. If he flumps on this, I think he still has the third pick, correct?
No, he's moved back to 12. He traded the third pick for Shaq Thompson from the Panthers.
That's right.
Moved back to 12.
So he's moved back to. So now he kind of took the pressure off of himself
Yeah.
because I mean, 12th pick could really go either way. I mean, I'm sure you're guaranteed like a 78 overall guy. He just may be, star or something like that. But yeah, I mean, he took some of the pressure off getting Shaq. I think Shaq might be. He might be contract year. I'm not sure if Panthers re-signed him or
sure.
not. So yeah, I mean, definitely, definitely the 8 overall quarterback to $60 million. I mean, that's insane.
Yeah, it is. And, I was bidding with him, but I was never going to offer him the 60 million that he ended up getting. Other than that, I mean, that was pretty much the story in free agency. There wasn't too many big signings. I think I can't think of the guy's name from the Lions, the defensive lineman, the end. Can't think of his name. Mike Daniels, I think. He ended up going to the Giants.
Yeah.
That's probably about the biggest signing so far.
Free agency was kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie.
It was. Yeah.
But I think a lot of teams are broke, and I think that played a part. I think this is honestly one of the deepest free agencies we've had, but we didn't have a lot of teams with money, so it kind of took away from it. I mean, there's still some absolute studs
That wide
unsigned.
receiver,
So
especially.
yeah, I think once we move past the draft and people get that money for next year, I would expect to see some guys signed pretty quick.
Yeah. I agree with you 100%. So let's see. Let's shift back to the draft. We're going to be advancing in 4 minutes now. Second pick. Who has the second pick? Let's see. It goes Patriots. Who is second? There's been so many freaking trades. I can't even keep track of who has the second pick. I know third is the Panthers. He's probably going to go quarterback because he traded Cam Newton.
Yeah. Second still Brad, right? He didn't
Yeah,
trade
Brad
it.
never traded it. Yeah. So what? Golly, that's a team that was one play away from the AFC Championship game. He's got the second overall pick. What do you expect Brad to do with that second overall pick?
Oh man, I would say find the fastest guy out there, whoever ran the fastest at the combine, and go for it. I mean, that seems like Brad. Brad just likes speed
That's
and
true.
talent. So, I mean, honestly, I think it's wide open what Brad could do. He doesn't really have a ton of holes in his team.
He doesn't, but I feel like he needs a
I
good
mean,
defense.
He's stacked at running back. Yeah, I mean, I think he's good overall. My one thing that I think that he may go with, which will catch a lot of guys off, is I really think he might go with the tight end, since he kind of traded away. He's traded away his tight end. He doesn't have a really good tight end, so to say, on his roster, and it's not very often that you see a tight end coming into the first round of the draft and being one of the top prospects. But Sean Waddle, 6'4", 250, ran a 4.6, number one tight end across the board, and 25 reps. So outstanding tight end, and I think Brad may snag him to add another weapon to that offense, especially since he is really wanting to go to a little bit different offense. I think that'll help him add some depth there. I don't know what his blocking is going to be. Obviously, he's more of a down the field tight end, but
Right.
still, I think that would give Brett a nice play action target with Waddle. So that's where I expect Brett to go with his pick.
And I've shifted away real quick. It's just gonna be a black screen. Forgot to take pictures of my draft, everybody I've scouted, just so I can see what they kind of look like after the draft's over. So I needed to do that without giving away some scouting points. So Give me just 2 seconds and we'll have the feed back up and going. But in the meantime, you can still hear us talk, so it should be fine. All right. Need to be bringing it back up now. I just needed to do that before I do it.
All good. So everybody, they're in here with us, or?
Yeah, let's see. No, I've seen Butch in the chat. There's 9 people watching right now, and the draft's not started yet. So
yeah, that's good.
we normally hang around 10 to 15 people in here. So
yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm not sure what I'm going to do team wise. I think I'm just going to kind of take best available, which is normally what I do anyway. So I'm not too stressed about it. I just got one of the. I mean, obviously, I need a quarterback. I mean, I traded for Dobbs. That's not ideal for me to be my starter, but like I said before, I mean, I can throw 40 picks with any quarterback. Yeah. It doesn't really matter.
And that's the case for the majority of the guys in here.
Yeah, we do it a lot. So
here we go.
Yep. Let me get up in here. All right. And we are live.
Here we go. All right. Patriots on the clock. This should be pretty quick. I would expect. Remember, guys, you got a minute in the first 2 rounds, I believe, or just the first round there. Maine, he went 75 overall.
75. Uh-oh. Are now on the clock. May change my mind on what I go. The other guys are 78, 80, somewhere in there. We know rookies are less overall.
They brought them down a
get
lot.
Madden's pass.
Yeah, right.
So we can't just be expecting 81, 80, 80, 80 left and right. So that may set the standard around 75. But yeah, that's kind of surprising. I really expected him to be at least 78. With especially with A plus and A plus, and I mean that's a lot of high ratings there. And then he actually went guard.
Yeah,
so offensive line, 77.
Not bad. 77 overall.
Nice pick. Yeah, he was definitely one on my board, so that's pretty exciting. But yeah, I kind of expected him to go tight end there. I thought he may pull the string, but Brad obviously he's wanting to run the ball, so he needs to beef up that offensive line. So can't be mad about it.
Says Beeman reached, and his development's hidden. So.
Oh, it's hidden.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you can go to edit player and find out.
You can go to roster after. Yeah, but I hate that. I really do.
I want to see Dwyer. He said it was a one-arm flex, so that probably means star or superstar. Is it one-arm flex star or superstar? I guess it's
one
superstar.
Arm should be star. Should be star. Is it superstar? Is that what he got?
I'm not sure. I don't know what a one arm is.
I think one arm's just star.
I think so.
Ooh, there's the other quarterback, 70 overall.
The Eagles
from
are now
Florida.
On
what was his name? Heenan. Yeah, I don't
think
he wasn't that good. I don't think he was scouted that.
No, his combine was not. His combine was not all that. That's for sure. That is for sure. He got a hidden development though. That's exciting. I kind of hope mine are hidden just to know. Oh, he's got the double arm there.
So that's X Factor, isn't it? Is X Factor 2 arms?
Hell, I don't know, man. They don't.
We need to know.
I don't know if any of it's set in stone. So these hidden developments are going to make things really interesting.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Yeah, OL can't be X Factor. That's a good point. MCC, it's only Superstar.
Yes, Superstar.
So Superstar is 2 arms.
I really don't think that we're going to be.
So that means Maine. There goes a wide receiver to the Eagles. That means Maine is only a star.
Yeah, I mean that's to trade all that for that.
I mean, he gave up 3 first-round picks and Tom Brady, essentially. Traded 2 first-round picks and Tom Brady, and then traded the 3rd for the 1st. You got to be disappointed if that is the case via star.
Yeah, and we don't know for sure. Everybody's saying they patched it. I understand that, but I mean, it's been the same way for 100 years. I mean, the arms mean something. They got to. the guy don't just stand there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, the arms definitely mean something. We just gotta figure
and
it
then
out.
there's McAllister. Yeah, see, I had guys above McAllister as well. I don't really like either one of those picks. That quarterback was not near as nice as what he should have been, and then I didn't have McAllister
I
up
think
there
McAllister
as
was
far
a little
as
low too. I think as
yeah.
far
I
as
didn't.
talent,
I didn't
it's a
even
good
put him
pick
on my
there.
board.
Right guard,
Yeah,
Skinner.
Skinner. That was a good one.
That was an early
Skinner was
first right
probably
guard.
my
Yeah, he was top 5
yeah.
pick.
Skinner was probably one of my one. He was one of the guys I definitely wanted.
So
So nice pick.
Dolphins. Did they pick
He
6
got
and
back
7
to
there?
back.
Nice.
Yeah, he's got back to back here. So he's got Skinner. So he went offensive line. Let's see if he goes like tight end or maybe he takes a chance on one of those quarterbacks.
That's super nice.
And then I got a pick coming up, so I'm gonna try to look at it a little bit.
Wide receiver for the Eagles, 91 speed, 93 acceleration, catching 76.
There went Wade.
Dolphins went Wade,
So
75.
The Bills are now
75.
Wade and Maine were the top, in my opinion, were the top 2 quarterbacks. I believe was right. So be interested to see what Wade looks like.
I'm
The
gonna
receiver
click on
for
my
the
draft.
Eagles isn't that bad. He's decent. There goes Patrick, outside linebacker
The
from South
49ers
Carolina.
are
74
now-
So
overall,
he
not
went
bad.
Patrick.
Yep.
All right, so I'm on there, right?
Yep, you're on the clock.
All right, thanks, sir.
Sorry.
No, I just want to make sure. Hmm.
All right. Denham's known for his drafting skills. So let's see. Let's see if it's going to carry over for this Madden. He won the Architect Award last year. He's looking to defend that again this year. He went Alex Wade, free safety, Ohio State,
Yep.
75 overall.
The Jets are now on the
Oh
clock.
yeah,
Not bad.
I was after the speed. 91 speed, 90
Speed,
acceleration, and he's kissing the arms up. So
So that's X
good
factor.
pick. I got Alex is ranked number 6 in true draft. You got him at number 9, so he's going to be up there. And he's Ohio State, so I know there's some Buckeye fans in here. So
Oh, Mickey will trade for him
Mickey.
in a heartbeat.
The
hey,
Raiders
Mickey,
are now
I got
on
you
the
a
clock.
Ohio State fast ass safety here to go along with Sherman. So I'm excited. Tart's in a contract year. I didn't really want to have to go safety there, but I had him up there pretty high behind the offensive lineman. And
So did he show up hidden? I guess the majority of the rookies are going to show
he
up
is
hidden.
hit. I'm sending the picture now. Yes, sir.
Okay.
But he's definitely doing some work with his arm there. So let's see what he turns out. So I'm excited for him. I think with 91 speed and 90 acceleration, if that'll be easy to get up a little bit too. So
Yeah, I'm interested to see
definitely not upset about it.
what these developments are.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Corner, Raiders went corner, 72 overall. Goddard,
The Bengals
Goodard.
are now on
Goddard.
the clock.
wonder what Mickey think, or
Ooh,
not
nice
Mickey.
pick
Wonder what
by
Max
Jimbo
thinks.
there.
That was-
Jimbo,
yeah.
77
There
acres.
it is.
Very
Are now on the
nice.
clock.
Yep.
I think
That
that's
was
the
the other
highest
one.
rated player so far, isn't it? 77, or do we have a 78?
I think 77's right there with it. So
I think
that was
Brett
the other.
Brett had a 77 too. So yeah, that's the 2 highest players so far.
Yep, that was the other lineman that was who I was deciding between, lineman or safety, but I couldn't pass up the safety. So especially when we just trading with Colbert and Sherman probably about to retire. So but great
Eddie
pick.
Jackson, 70 overall, right tackle by the Raiders.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
All right, Hollywood. You better be posting some pictures because 70 and 72. They look okay, but
Jimbo's got the arms crossed.
he's got the whole thing. 77 power. So he's gonna be he's a big son bitch. What? Yeah, 6'6", 338. So
is that a 79?
The Seahawks.
Yeah, that's Mickens, the D tackle. So there's the Steelers taking advantage of that D tackle still hanging around. So
yeah, Eckert 91 strength. Very nice. Chapman for the Seahawks, 74 overall.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
I want to see that from the Steelers. Let's go. Retro said he got skipped. I would imagine he probably got skipped because he took longer than a minute.
I would imagine. I mean, I'm sure some guys probably think it's the whole minute 30. But I mean, we posted that it would be 1 minute. So
Mickens 96 strength, defensive tackle.
Nice. And then there the Seahawks getting Chapman left in. Yeah, 96 strength. He did have a shit ton of reps. So, yeah, it'll be a strong guy plugging up the hole.
That's why he traded you, Hayward.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good replacement.
Probably to save room, too.
Right.
He said, look at his arm. Yeah, dude, his arm is ripped. That's what about 38 reps will get you right there. Then we had another corner come on. I really wasn't impressed with any of the corners.
The corners were very.
I'm sure there's one hidden in there that's going to be a stud. But man, he ain't blaringly obvious. There's that Lambert. That's the guy that skipped the combine. Christian Lambert.
The Falcons.
So 74 overall. We'll see what the picture looks like on him. So
Lambert. I didn't like Lambert.
And there's Lockhart. So there's another lineman who didn't look too bad. Christian Lambert. Let's see what he's working with.
Chargers are now
83 speed, 91 acceleration. So speed's low, but he gets there quick. So fairly decent. Chuck just kidded me. My family can't do shit right. Now that's on you, bud. The left end Chapman
looks solid.
Number 12 in pure draft, and he got him at what pick? Probably
16.
Around 18 or so. So
yeah,
16. 80 speed, 8 acceleration. Got some decent block shed, power move. So yeah, he'll be a good little edge rush. Ooh, there went Farley. 69 overall. Whew.
Not too good there.
Q must be high. He must have read early first and not late third.
The Buccaneers
Mex has posted his now. So
94 speed, not bad.
88 strength for his right tackle. So he's got some good strength. And then corner 94 speed, 92 acceleration. So you can definitely work with that. I mean, his jumping is only 79. So there's Ziegler. That was another. That's that right outside linebacker that was looking kind of decent.
Yeah.
He said Q high as hell right now. Yup. Brad wanting to call in. Come on, buddy.
Jets are now
Just hit up. There's the tight end, Tyler. The Bucks got him 77 overall.
That's a good pick.
Told you. He's gonna be stout, dude. Nice pick at 22nd in the first round. Somebody should have went with him. If I didn't have Kittle, and now Juice moving to tight end. I probably would have went with him. So I can't wait to see the tight end. Thibodeau, that was another decent D tackle. He coming in at 72 overall. There's Butch's. Yep, right here. Oh, sorry, Chuck Duck.
The Cowboys
Sorry, it didn't
are
go
now
well.
on the
There's
clock.
Maxwell. So that was the other safety that was looking pretty good. All right, so there is the tight end. 83 speed, 80 catching, 85 acceleration. Can't block worth a shit, but that's expected with that tight end. So and let's see, this one was posted for the Patriots. Let's see who we got. Maxwell still. Cowboys are about to get skipped. Past a minute.
The Packers are now on the clock.
There's the Max Farley. You're high. I ain't even gonna look at him. All right, let's see here.
The Bengals are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock.
Okay, that's fine. I still hear her crying, so I wasn't sure. All right. Well, I'm gonna get back to the draft here. So we got a right guard from the Bengals, 70 overall. So nothing too crazy there. So let me look at my salaries real quick. I got a potential trade in the talks.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
All right. Sorry, guys. Let me get back to business. I a little distracted. I got people hitting me up for somebody. All right. So back to it. Eagles, into the first round, drafted Allen House, strong safety, 73 overall. So definitely not a bad pickup at the end of the first. Can't be upset about that. And they went a corner to the Patriots.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
72 overall. Just trying to see if anybody's posting some things here and we can get called up.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
Just had a right end, Trey Calvin, 69 overall. So nothing too crazy there, but you never know what the cards could look good. So 23 and true rank at 29 for Burley for the Patriots. So another good pick by Beeman. Beeman's having a good draft. which is what you want to do. I mean, he's made a lot of moves. He's got a lot of picks. So if he can get a bunch of talent with him, he's got a 75 and a 72, both high value. So definitely some good moves for him so far. Sorry, I'm a one-man show right now, guys. We got a little baby action going on from the other end. So, but I'll keep it up. We'll keep going around here. So last pick in the first round. Let's see what the Browns go with. Your Super Bowl champ, Browns, is going to get skipped because he's over a minute already. And he got skipped for a wide receiver. So
The Bengals are now on the clock.
now we are back to Jimbo and the Bengals starting us off on this second round. Hope you guys know who you want to get. So we got 30 seconds to make it happen. He went with Baxter, a wide receiver, 64 overall.
The Packers are now on the clock.
Not looking good in the start of the second round for
The Buccaneers are now on
for
the
these
clock.
first two picks. And then we got 69 for Buck for the Packers. Let's see if somebody can come up clutch here in the start of the second round. Let's get these back in the 70s, guys. And there's a 70, so right on cue, we got another safety. A lot of safeties. There were a lot of really nice looking safeties in this one, so I expect a few more 70s. And then there's Tim Lewis, a quarterback, 70 overall.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
And then right follow that up, we've got the Cowboys
Dolphins are now on the clock.
the 74 overall tight end. Follow that up with a 69 overall right outside linebacker for the Dolphins.
The Bills are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock.
All right, let's see here. So we got a center, Jeffrey Coleman.
The Lions are now on the clock.
Nice pick for the Broncos. Jeffrey Coleman. Sorry, guys. Just got a lot going on. Sometimes it's hard being an admin. So OMG going to have to take over and get this one worked up so I can keep this draft show going. So we are at pick 12. Got the Lions on the board. Needs to get his pick in. We're pretty far here. Well, we're still on the same fucking pick, so sorry, guys. Can't skip because OMG and Devo share a
The Bears are now
PlayStation,
on the
so there went Daniel Homan. So there's the other
The
quarterback.
Steelers are now on the clock.
And Devo unfortunately has a bunch of picks here. So and then we got a corner to the Patriots.
Seahawks are now on the
69
clock.
overall.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
So Sanders, Ralph Sanders. So we got Falcons and Devo's got two back to back, and then we should be able to get back and going. So what's good, Beeman? Sorry, man. I
Eagles are
got
now
shit
on
going
the
on
clock.
everywhere.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Oh hell, I don't know. I wasn't looking. I'm just gonna put my phone down.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
So another 60 overall in from Kentucky. That's where I'm living at. So we got Carolina with a pick here. And then we got back-to-back picks from Devo. So and then you got Patriots coming up with two picks, and also the Bucks coming up with two picks. So a lot of action here in the middle of the second round. So let's see if some guys can make some steals of the draft here. I'm just looking forward to my pick. I still got a whole nother round. Not till the fourth, unfortunately. All right, so Panthers is up. I'm not sure if we're skipping him or whatever's going on here, but something needs to happen. Well, he can't skip because Devo's got back to back. That's what's going on. So as soon as this picks over, we'll have Devo back to back, and then we should be back on cue to get the skip. So
The Bears are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock.
OMG, no picks until the 5th. Yep, I feel you. My next one is going to be in the 4th. So yeah, Devo's just owned this second round, guys. So sorry, they're cheap asses and only have one PlayStation between two grown adults. So unfortunately, we're stuck stuck with some of these picks. So, but yeah, Devo had damn half of his draft picks right here in the 4th. So as soon as this pick's going, we'll get going again. Sorry, I got yeah, Devo's PlayStation that OMG just gets to use. So come on, Kamish, get your own fucking PlayStation. I mean, shit, you can get a 500 one right now for $50, $60. Just get one.
The Patriots
so,
are now on the clock.
But he ain't charging him rent on it. You're damn right, Brad. So anyway, sorry guys, the stream's kind of been off a little bit. I'll get back to it. I got a lot going on, so
The Buccaneers.
but I'm gonna let the other admin step up and take control. So if y'all have any issues, please send it directly to OMG because he ain't doing shit until round 5. Or hit up Brad or also Mr. Wood if you guys have any issues. So when you send a direct message to one admin and that admin is busy, I mean, shit happens. So you really need to tag at admin and just post it in the lounge or send a DM to OMG directly. So, but I'm going to get back to going over the draft. So Patriots just drafted a 67
Buccaneers
white
on the clock.
wide receiver. So I wonder if he'll want to change his skin color too. Only time will tell. He's from Fresno, so I don't know a lot of, or Ferris State, not even Fresno. Where the hell is Ferris State? So yeah, that's definitely a white town. And then Daniel Homan, he was just posted from OMG. 88 throw power. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, there was no way I was going to. I just couldn't pull the trigger on him at 9. I really need a quarterback, but it is what it is. I'll make something happen. But very nice. So won't you trade me Trubisky since you fucked me over on the other trade there, Devo? Trade me Trubisky.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
All right, so what else we got? A right tackle, David Henley, 66 overall. And then we got the Dolphins on the board again. So, but we're getting to 45 seconds. So we were at 30 and people were complaining that it was too slow or too fast. And now we're at 45. We got somebody saying it's too slow. So second round, I knew was going to take longer with the back and forth switching of the accounts between Devo and the only man in here that can skip. So got another wide receiver for Brad. Here we go. Antonio Witherspoon out of Alabama. Now that we're getting toward this third round, things will go a lot better. So, but you say we're too fast, and then we're too slow. You just there's no happy medium. We can't please everybody. So just sit back and relax. So another ride in 66.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
Center 64. Post these screenshots, guys. I need to know what we're what we're going on here. So kind of hard to talk about shit when I don't even know what they look like other
The
than
Browns are now on the
64
clock.
overall. So I think they want 37 seconds. Yeah, I
The
think we should do
Bengals are now on the
37
clock.
or right at 39.
Packers
So
are
maybe
now on the
45 is
clock.
too slow. So
The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
roster baiting. Well, they need to send some shit. There's some normal developments. Man, is that the quarterback? Jennings? Yes, it is. So Jared Jennings, the scrambling quarterback. I think the only black quarterback in the whole draft. And he didn't even post his speed. So what the fuck are we supposed to look at? Normal development? That's not what we want to see. We want to see the man's speed. Y'all keeping and hiding shit. What the hell's wrong with y'all?
The Vikings
I
are now
see
on the clock.
Bush just posted his D tackle. So that's Thibodeau, the guy he got back in the first round. So very nice. 89 strength, big, strong bitch in the middle. So very nice pick. And then
The
let's check
Cowboys
out
are now on
Brett's
the clock.
Witherspoon. So wide receiver, 91 speed, 88 acceleration, and 83 jumping. So don't brag too much. But yeah, and then we got another quarterback, Stamper,
The Dolphins are
63
now on the
overall.
clock.
So quarterbacks were very just mediocre. I mean,
The
we didn't.
Texans
The
are
highest
now
one I
on the
think was
clock.
75 overall. I really expected to see some 78 quarterbacks, and they just weren't there. So yeah, Brett, I didn't really notice his height. I didn't really look at it. Unfortunately, doesn't really show on the picture that I was looking at. But yeah, 6'5", obviously that's that's a big some bitch. So that makes the rest of those stats make a little more sense, but still nothing too crazy. So
The Bills
thought the
are
middle
now on the
linebacker
clock.
would be dope. Which one are you talking about, Beeman? Sorry, things have been a little crazy. So not sure exactly which middle linebacker you're talking
The
about, but
Vikings are now on the clock.
and then went with a fullback. So you've been smoking with Q. Yeah, you're a nice guy, but you gotta stay away from the reefer, bro. You can't be drafting a fullback. I have a fullback, an outstanding fullback. You
Broncos
could
are
have
now
gave
on the
me
clock.
that pick, and I would have got a lineman. So, no, not fullback, sir. I got you a fullback.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
Good shit with.
The Lions are now on the clock.
All right, so there's the D tackle out of Tennessee, 68 overall to the Cardinals. So not too bad. Let's see. I like to see his card. Obviously, he's from Tennessee, so I definitely want to see what's up. So all right, lines. Once again, we're waiting all fucking day on this. So OMG, can we please skip this pick? Feel like we've been waiting on the lines half the day. I don't know. I don't even know who the lines is right now, but I'm pretty sure he's not even drafting. So please skip that. We had to watch his go all the way down last time. So all right, you got a corner derby.
The
Very
Raiders
nice.
are now on the clock.
So, all right, Tennessee guy was 87 strength and then a bunch of yellow and orange. So that's about it. So, yeah, not too bad for a third, but I've been known to draft some pretty nice guys in the third. Yeah, pay attention, OMG. You got the keys to the show. We're all in your hands, so I need you paying attention.
The
All right, we
Broncos
got
are
a
now on the clock.
Rutgers wide receiver to Hollywood, Mexicali. Derek Williams, probably a big guy. I think he likes big, tall receivers, or he may be going for speed. Hell, I don't know. It's hard to tell with
The
Mexicali.
Seahawks are now on the clock.
But you know that he's going to put on
The
a show
Jets are
regardless
now
of
on
who
the
he
clock.
drafts. You drive this bit. Yeah, you need a Xanax for sure. I know a guy that I would say knows a guy, but no, I just know the guy, so I don't need to skip multiple things there. We get it. So let's see what this wide receiver for Mex is. 92 speed, 92
The Cardinals are
acceleration,
now on
so
the
not
clock.
bad. Once again, 81 jumping. So a couple guys that Mex has picked, they don't like to get off the ground too much.
The Falcons are
Man,
now on the clock.
they like I don't know if they're just short or
Panthers
just
are
I
now
don't know
on
what
the
the
clock.
fuck they're doing. Mex, you gotta scout these guys jumping, man. These guys can't jump worth the shit. I mean, I think the corner you had 70 something jumping, and now this receiver is only 81. So here we go. Damon Spikes. So a hidden talent. Nice. 6'6", 310. Right tackle. So my pop's about to pick. Well, you could have skipped them and then let your pops just take a minute 30 to pick. But I'll let it slide. Easy for you to say. You're not the one having to talk about 60 fucking 4 overall players for an hour. I mean, where's these 70 guys at, dude? I mean, I know I've drafted plenty of guys the third or fourth round higher up, but yeah, Madden killed us with these rookies. I'm about to pull a Frank to start trading all my fucking draft picks for guys I can trust. No wonder Frank don't like these creative players. And then we'll go, oh man, look at there. That's exciting. A 62 overall linebacker. I just love talking about these low ass people. Yeah, these.
The Bears are now on the clock.
Looks like
The
only the first
Redskins are
round
now on the
draft
clock.
picks are going to be worth this shit. So don't y'all be offering me no third round draft picks for no players. I ain't fucking accepting shit.
The Giants are now on the clock.
Take a break. I already took a break, man. I ain't talked about shit. I ain't talked about nothing important in this
The
draft.
Patriots are now on the clock.
And I tell you what, if this is how the drafts are going to go, we may have to move that fifth round up to about a third round and then skip.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
Oh, looky there. Another 60 overall player. Woohoo. Up 66. We're moving back up towards 70.
The Packers are now on the clock.
Let me get pick. I got a pick coming up in this fourth round. I'm
The
going to draft
Bengals are
somebody
now on the
70
clock.
overall. Bet me. Bet me. Say I won't do it. Shit, never mind. I take that back. My whole damn draft board's gone. Oh my god, this draft is shit. Can we just skip? I say we just skip it. That's what I say.
The Eagles are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock.
That's one. Yeah, I'd say we skip this bitch after the fourth round. I don't even think fifth round picks are going to be worth
The Lions are now on the
sitting
clock.
through.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
You better fucking make it known because we about to skip this bitch.
The Browns are now on the clock.
Oh, yeah, we're going to. I'm going to trade my picks in the future if this is what this is going to be like. This has been a rough
The Bears
draft,
are now
guys.
on the
Hopefully,
clock.
this is just a one-off, man. In drafts past, I'm still getting fucking starters or good talent in the fourth and fifth round. I know some of these 60 overall guys might get a development or they may not be terrible. I understand Madden adjusted the ratings a little bit, but shit, man, this is tough to sit through 60 after 60 after 60. So
The Packers are now on the clock.
did they?
The Colts are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Texans
All right, wide
are now on the
receiver,
clock.
Boyd, 63 overall. Let's go. Let's get it. Well, I'm gonna make my pick, and I just want it to be known that I only have two guys left on my draft board, and I don't want either fucking one of them. So I'm just gonna pick somebody and see what happens. Let's see if I can get the steal of the draft here in the fourth. You never know. I do know it's not going to work out, but we're going to do it anyway.
The Texans are now on the clock.
Guess I need to turn my TV down. I'm sure everybody can hear it. Right up on it. I might let somebody make my pick for me.
The Bills are now on the clock.
I think I'm up next here. I'm going with a quarterback, and ain't none of them worth a shit.
The 49ers are now on the clock.
So I'm just going to throw it in here, and we're going to go for this gentleman right here. Oh, yeah, he's terrible.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Well, that was the only one left that I would have even thought about picking. So there you go. A waste of a fourth round.
On the clock.
Yeah, this draft is pathetic.
The Lions are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock.
Wish you would.
All right, I'm back.
The
Sorry about
Giants
that
are now on the
30
clock.
minute, whatever you want to call it. So I clearly missed a
Ravens
lot
are
of
now
It's
on the
about
clock.
two rounds. So what?
Of shit.
It's just been all shit basically.
Yeah, we better not waste no more time on this shit.
Shit, we're going the 5th round. I got some people.
Well, this draft's
fucking-
pathetic.
I think all the drafts are gonna be like this. So that's why I traded the majority of my picks.
The
well-
Cardinals are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on
That's
the clock.
pretty much what I've read online. Is the overalls are gonna be low.
Mm-hmm.
And we're seeing that. So is this going to change some trades in the
The
future? Maybe
Panthers are now on the clock.
some value for these 3rd, 4th, 5th round picks aren't necessarily going to be there? Or what do you think?
I mean, I know I'm not going to be picking.
You can be trading your picks away?
Yeah, probably.
But, I mean, are you going to be able to get anything for them, you think? Or?
Yeah, I mean, there's still some of these guys still have some developments. We still had some hidden developments. I mean, there's another one that's just posted. So we're still getting guys with the development. There's just not a lot of high overalls. And that's just what's going to happen with these draft. I mean, when you're drafting guys and we're trading for draft picks, you just got to be under the understanding if it's lower than a first round pick or potentially second, you're going to be looking at 60, low 70 overall players that you've got to develop for 2 or 3 seasons. So, I mean, I definitely think it hurts the value of mid-level picks. Obviously, first-round picks, there were still some studs in the first round. So never would I say first-round picks aren't worth shit. And I think the second round would have went better if I could actually pay attention. And I think that there was some good guys out there in the second round as well. But, I mean, I didn't put any extra coaching points into getting extra scouting, but I always use all my points, and I'm really good at finding late round steals. And, I mean, even those guys that were projected 7th round and a little, earlier in the 7th and things like that, those guys were already picked by the 2nd or 3rd round. I just don't think this draft was.
Are now on the clock.
There was a lot of top guys that were shit, so that affected the depth of this draft. So guys were having to reach for guys that they would normally pick in this 3rd and 4th round. They're having to pick them in the 2nd and 3rd. So that just kills the end of the draft. I don't expect to see.
The Giants are now on the clock.
Really anybody over 70 overall for the rest of the draft. And unfortunately, in the past, we've seen 70 overall guys, 72, 73 late in rounds, like with some of the tackles and defensive linemen. We've saw D tackles 75 overall in the 5th and 6th round, and I just think the times of that are gone. I don't see it. I don't see it happening unless they do a better job of balancing out the top.
Are now on the clock.
Where a lot of you had 4 quarterbacks projected first round, and 2 or 3 of them are still available. Now I know that once you scouted them, they weren't. But that's my point. Is we've had all these guys that are supposed to be top talent are no longer top talent. I mean, we've still got a first round quarterback on the board. Um, it's really throwing the
Nobody wants to take a chance on it.
no, it's really throwing the draft off as far as getting some nice quality players later in the draft. I mean, the guy that Bossman posted, he's a hidden development, probably going to be like star, and he's 58 overall. It's like, how do you get excited over a fucking? And nothing against Bossman, I'm just speaking in general towards something we need to consider going forward. Like 58 overall, dude, that is going to take a minimum of 2 years to get to 70.
Right.
80. I mean, you're not going to have these late round steals getting to 80, mid 80, high 80, 90 overall anymore. And that's what a lot of guys were able to do. I mean, even including myself, I had some late round picks last year that were awesome picks and was able to get them.
Who was the one that was left in the first round? Was it Mallard?
Mallard, yeah, 61 overall. I mean, they're just pathetic. I mean, even the guy I drafted, he wasn't projected to the sixth, but he was at least green and met his round.
Right.
So, but still 61 overall. I mean, it just, so I really think it's something we're going to have to consider when we're voting on trades when it comes to these third and fourth round picks. I understand this is just one draft, but the days of getting 5-6 studs in a draft, I think are over. I just don't think that there's enough of them out there. And then we're having to reach on getting some. So there's a 67 overall corner. So that's a good pick by the Steelers.
The Patriots
this late in the draft, especially if he gets a.
And he called it. He said, "Everyone watch this."
Yeah.
So he knows. He knew. There's a certain skill you have to have in these rounds, and he's showing.
Yep.
He has it. So.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I didn't draft a lot of these later round guys. I did it in key positions I needed, which was offensive line. I always do all the offensive linemen, which that hurts me in other positions. So, but I wasn't banking on having a lot of picks. I knew I didn't have a second or a third round pick, and I didn't even have a fourth until shortly ago. So, just definitely a different feel this draft, but I still wanted to make sure that I did good on my first round. So
I traded all my picks because I knew exactly how mine out was going to be. So there was not going to be any draft picking for me. But shit happens, so I'd say it worked out for me pretty good.
Oh, look at that. That's exciting. 57 overall wide receiver. Oh, another fullback. So, like I said, this is just it's pathetic at this point. So please, guys, get your fucking first round picks done so we can be done with this bullshit.
Pick away.
Yeah, I'm going to go and add some random guys to my draft board and hope to God that I get one of them.
Yeah, I'm going to take down the draft at this point so y'all can't see what I'm going to do. We're still here talking. I need to look at my board because I do have a pick for this round.
Don't worry. We'll still talk about 60 overall players, guys. It's no big deal. I'm just going to find any player that is from Tennessee and add them to my draft board.
Right.
I just was not committed with this draft. With me not having my normal second and third round picks and stuff, I didn't put near as much effort into this draft. I just wanted to be here to talk with you guys and make sure that I got what I needed in the first round, which I feel very much so that I hit that. So. All right, I added a couple players. Let me back up now. So. Oh, there's a kicker. We got a lot of kickers. That's like the fourth or fifth kicker that's got drafted. So that's good, I guess. What do we have there? A left guard Ward, 62 overall.
I don't really know what I'm going to do. Thought I had a plan.
I'm just going to.
The
Yeah.
majority of my guys are gone.
Yeah, I don't have a plan at this point, so we're just going to go for it. And there you go. Very nice. All right, so 63 overall halfback to the Broncos. Then we got Devo up again, so let's see if Devo can come up with something here.
The Packers are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock.
Oh, you got a pick coming up. When's your pick?
30.
30?
Yeah.
Wasn't sure if you
The
still had
Bears
yours
are
or if
now
it
on the
was a
clock.
different one.
That's 30. Oh.
We got left end, 62 overall. Yeah, it's just tough, man. Definitely going to have to look at this. I'm going to have to do some deep research into these later rounds if I'm going to keep these picks. I just had a bunch of guys that were 7th round projected earlier, 5th round projected earlier. I was like, well, shit, surely at least 1 or 2 of them will be there by round 4, but nothing. So.
Right.
The Lions are now on the clock.
Well, there's a 64 overall right outside linebacker. There you go. Hollywood. And then he said the Bears defensive end was hidden. So, like I said, we're getting a lot of hidden guys in this draft, which are great. So,
Yeah. It's just it's tough when you
but
get this.
these 50 overalls. I mean, how many times did we see 50 overall
65.
last Madden?
Yeah.
I mean, not very often. There's hardly ever somebody was drafting a 50 overall player, and I've seen it multiple times. Right there's another instance. I mean, it's just so.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely different for sure.
But 5th round's almost over, so everybody get their picks in here.
Raiders
We've got
are
a
now on the
few
clock.
guys left that are still picking. We're not going to skip till after the 5th, but obviously we'll be skipping the 6th and 7th, which we normally do anyway. We damn sure doing it this year. So set your draft board. If there's a player on there you think might be decent, set it up because
The Steelers
we are
now
not
on the
hanging
clock.
around, I promise.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
We are not going to
The
hang around and
Jets are
find
now on the
out.
clock.
Oh, man.
The Chargers
What are you
are
doing
now
with your
on the
pick
clock.
here?
I don't know. I had a plan, but
Went away.
yeah.
That happens.
I honestly didn't think some of those guys that I had for this 5th round pick, I didn't
Yeah.
think they'd be gone, but they definitely are.
I feel you. Like I said, I'm very capable of finding late round talent, and the guys that I had pinned were well gone before they should have been. So, which means
The
there's other guys
Broncos
out there
are
that
now
know
on the
what they're
clock.
doing, which is good. I want competition, but just was expecting this draft to go a little differently.
The Redskins are now on the clock.
Feels weird only drafting 2 guys. Well, 3. I guess I technically drafted 3, but I always got a lot of draft picks around the top of the.
Right.
I'll be trading everybody for draft picks, but it may change a little bit this year. That may change a little bit. All right, so I've got a few guys set up on the draft board to attempt to get. What's your total shots in the dark?
Yeah.
The Giants are now on the clock.
All right.
All right, just a reminder
The
after this,
Eagles are now on
everybody
the
that's tuned in, we will be going preseason, 15 minutes for week
The
1,
Jaguars are now on the clock.
Yep.
then 10 for week 2, then week 3 and week 4.
The
and then we'll be in
Chiefs
the
are now
season.
on the clock.
Um,
The Saints are now on the clock.
after that, it will be going to regular season. I think I already said that. So, and free agency will be a free for all. So it'll be open. Good luck. I took a shot with that corner. It was 66 overall. Wasn't just shit, but
What'd you get him? 66?
yeah.
All right. Stimmus draft.
Just get this
The
shit.
Eagles
Thank
are
you.
now on the clock.
Yeah, some horse shit.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
All right. Good luck. We're
Yep.
ending the show here. Good luck to everybody in the
We
preseason.
will announce a BZ.
Yeah.
We will announce a BZ once we
Titans
can sit
are
down
now
and
on the
figure
clock.
one out. I think we're all BZs, except for Steelers. I feel like the Steelers guy had a really good
Steelers,
draft.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't around much, but I think he definitely had
Yeah.
a good draft.
The Vikings
for sure.
are now on the clock.
So shout out to that. And guys, good luck. Have a good season. Hope it works out for everybody. So.
Yep. So until the next draft, we'll see you next time.
See you guys. Thanks for.